In today's video, I'm going to be going over some of my biggest mistakes getting back into drifting, how I'm going to fix them, my plans for the future, and finally the current state of the car. Alright, let's start this. So stick around. Spending too much money with high fixed expenses, the house, maintaining the house, tax bills, I mean, it never ends. Very expensive. Running a car that's too expensive to run and maintain for my own budget. Carrying too much debt. Carrying debt just slows you down. Thinking if I went all in, I would generate more interest than I did. And finally, time. Time. This year is all about making changes to put myself in a position where I can seriously have a 100-tire summer or more, all on my own budget. I got completely hooked again on drifting. Totally nuts. I mean, the cars are so much better than they used to be. The power, the setups, the parts, the angles. I mean, it feels like I'm starting to drift all over again, and I'm like getting that awesome feeling and just totally want to be driving every weekend. So this leads me to a couple major updates. The house is going to be sold. Actually, it's probably already sold by the time you're going to see this video. For sure, I'm going to take that money and lock it up somewhere. I'm going to continue, clearing debts. And the biggest major improvement for me is going to be way more time, way more money. My fixed expenses are going to be cut by 2/3. So that alone is going to completely enable me to do a heck of a lot more. I want to have a lot of money available so I can just drift. Years and years ago, I didn't really see it like that because I wasn't hooked on drifting again. But now it's really just like all I think about, it's all I want to do. And so that's that. The house is gone. Probably moving out August 1st. So that's a major update. I got accepted for JDM Fest. Hell yeah. So JDM Fest coming up next month, the 12th and the 13th. I'm gonna pay my registration like tomorrow. Again, it's the money thing for right now, right? So even though the house is sold, it's not like already done. So I'm still dealing with very high fixed expenses. So I'm still not exactly sure how much I'll be drifting at JDM Fest, but I'll be there. I'll be there with the car. I'll be there with the camera. And yeah, hopefully we'll have some fun. Definitely going to be sleeping there and definitely going to be drinking. So yeah, this winter I worked on a lot of things related to the drift project. I learned a lot more about marketing. I learned a lot more about sponsorship. I realized I'm not really where I need to be or where I want to be. And I'm not sure if I'll ever get there, to be honest, but I'm definitely going to keep trying, that's for sure. Never give up, never back down. So that's it. I mean, I'm continuing my all in, just in a smarter way, right? So no debt, no racking up credit cards, going cash only, having very, very low fixed expenses, getting rid of all the expensive things in my life, and just trailer, car, let's go. Maybe over the winter, before spring, I'm definitely thinking about getting a car trailer, a closed car trailer. And the closed car trailer can have the tire machines, the balancer, all the tools, everything all in the trailer, and then the car. That's going to enable me to do mobile tires with Autoscardo and also be able to, have everything in one spot. Which leads me to another thing I wanted to talk about. So obviously if I'm getting rid of the house, the garage is going to be no more. So I got a very cheap apartment to, you know, reduce my expenses greatly, like by 2/3. So there's a garage for me to park the car. There is a parking for the truck. However, I do not have a garage where I can work on the car anymore, which is really no big deal for right now, but I know at some point it will become a big deal. So my thoughts are, number one, I can rent lifts by the day, week, or by the month if needed. And if I have the car trailer with everything in it, I just roll up with the car trailer with all my tools, tire machines, to the lift, and that's it. I can rent it for a month if I need it. Or a couple of options. Or I find somebody who has a garage that wants to take me in with these sweet tire machines and all my sweet tools and everything. And, you know, I pay a couple of $100 plus they get to, you know, use my machines. I'll trade some work too, and maybe I can help them with projects, stuff like that. Other option is, if nobody has spot for me and I don't find somewhere, the other option would be to get a bunch of guys together, you know, 3-4 guys, and rent a real garage. Everything else, you know, it is what it is. Like I've been saying, you know, when I'm an old man, I might be happy just sitting around in my backyard and paying this friggin' mortgage and that all the taxes and, oh geez, the fence, and oh god, the roof, and oh, you know, I mean, it never ends, obviously, right? Which, I mean, is fine. I could have stayed, but it's just not really the life I want to live right now. I want to be out there every weekend having a blast. So that's it. Time to get a little bit uncomfortable, and you know, honestly, like, it really doesn't bother me at all. The more that I think about it, I think it's a really great decision, considering how I'm feeling right now and what I actually want to do. So that's that. I mean, I think I covered all the updates. The first video of the year, so I'm going to start also doing videos more often again, although I'm still kind of strapped on time right now because moving over the next few months, I have a full-time day job. All of this might not really come into like seeing it until next year. I at least want to do JDM Fest this year, just hang out, have a blast. The car probably won't run that much. I don't want to risk, you know, blowing motors and all this stuff from last year at the moment. But, you know, I'm really hoping by next spring, I'm going to be totally out of debt, totally reduced expenses. I'll have some kind of a garage arrangement, or at least the car trailer set up. And that's it. Hopefully you're going to start to see me everywhere. Like I was running some numbers, and I really think that I can have a summer, every summer like I had last year, but even better, and not go into any debt at all with all of these changes. And that doesn't count like other things that could happen along the way. So another thing I'd like to really work on doing is reducing the cost of everything. You know, everything costs so much money, and everything I can do to save money along the way really helps. So those are the things I've been working on. The car, I mean, it's a great street car. It was built to be a street car. You know, does it make sense to turn this from a street car to a comp car? Probably not. I spent so much money and time on keeping it a street car, and it's so far off what I want right now. Like, I just want like bare bones, straight up track car, right? So to turn that into that is going to be a huge loss of money, really. I mean, it's taking something that's worth value because it's like street legal and turning it into a track car. You take a massive hit on something like that right out the gate. Not saying I want to sell it. Obviously, I'm a Nissan guy. I love the Z. I love this car. I might not even sell it. I might just get something else. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, for what I want to do right now, it's very expensive to maintain. Like, every year, in repairs and stuff that breaks, blowing motors. I mean, it never ends. I'm basically spending a beater car every single summer just in parts and maintaining this thing, right? So when it was like a weekend warrior and I was like just getting started, it was fine. It was holding together. But now I just want to just pedal to the metal. I want crazy smoke, high RPMs, it's overheating. It's way too hard on this thing. We'll see what car it's going to be. I would consider also getting a 350Z, an S14, another 370. I'd really like to stick with Nissan. Just like I've always been a Nissan guy. I love Nissans. So it'll probably be a Nissan. All right, so I think now we will go on to the state of the car. I changed the wastegates. They were like leaking air out of the valve stem, and not only leaking air out of the valve stems, but they were also like kind of sticking and jamming now and then. So I got those. All right, yeah, we'll look under the car. All right, I'm gonna get a light and I'll show you guys a little bit of what I've done with the steering rack, the knuckles, all of that good stuff. Wow, I gotta get the rust off. I haven't made a video in like so long. All right, let's see if we can see this like this. Anyway, the rack has been relocated. It was interfering with the turbo kit. So I basically had to take the FDF Rack Relocation kit and cut it up. I'll definitely show you some pictures. Next problem I had was, hold on a sec, let's see if we can get this. Not even sure if you'll be able to see it. I had to trim the knuckles because after I moved the steering rack forward, there was interference with the knuckle itself and the tie rod. So basically I lost angle and I had to grind some aluminum. The front end is got a new rack in it. Steering rack's relocated, so that's great. So here's exactly what I hit with the knuckles. So yeah, I don't think it's any weaker. I've already hit massive bumps. Nothing seems to be moving. The angle is pretty intense now. Oh, I'm getting close to the brake line. So yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on with that. A little trim here, a little trim there. There, probably see it now. But yeah, the angle is pretty insane, honestly. Look at that. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I like that angle. I think it's a little more angle than it used to be, but I'm not sure. At least now the rack is not destroying itself. I think it's more angle than it's ever had. I can't wait to try it out. But yeah, it definitely needs a good alignment. Anyway, oh yeah, already starting to feel more natural on video. Starting to feel like my old self again. All right, so that's it. I'll definitely be going to JDM Fest. I'm gonna pay the registration. Depending on what I can figure out in between now and then is gonna determine how many tires I have, whether or not I can get the car tuned first. So I need an alignment, I need a tune, I need probably at least 16 tires, probably more. Trailer for the weekend, E85. So yeah, I mean, it's starting to add up very, very quickly, right? And I don't want to put it on credit cards, so I'm going to try to figure out what I'm going to do with that. And I guess that's it. All right, so thanks for tuning in. Changes, big changes coming, can't wait. All right, see you guys. Ciao. So dirty. Angle looks sick. Can't believe we're going to JDM Fest. This is going to be awesome. Hey, Shadow. Hi. How you like that? You like that. Hey, you got so big. Oh yeah. Do you want to be famous? Do you want to be famous? Do you want to be famous? Okay, let's restart. Restart. Let's go. Do you want to be famous? Do you want to be famous? Sit down. Good boy. Can you spin? Spin. Okay, now lie down. Lie down. Lie down. Good boy. All right. Getting pumped. Let's go. Restart. And that's a wrap.